kami na bang dan sininan. Ego magas ka kesinyan bono nan ktu mahana ga jebwat. Dan aku magren kiri na awen menu. Kag mtu tamajan kyun. Kag mtu tamagwan. Ego segagwen ken segate ego ani higawe ni sinawa ko vichaga ni mtu. Gagwe kanin dami bono nan vichaga ni mtu na. Sagot sumba kusen naman ko kaya ninaw sa mga bank. Wala nang situta mga dyan ko ito kasi tanapian kanino. Kaya uwen kaya kita muna. Sa system ko yaga na siya sa negatik. This is a statement from the Island communities. This statement is supported by individual resolutions, which I have a copy of my own from my community, and the other respective communities have their own. The statement reads, the Insinuate First Nations of Island Lake are distinct from the peoples generally represented by the existing First Nations regional PTOs in Manitoba. One of the hurdles to improving our physical and mental health, our living conditions, and connectivity appears to be an assumption that our needs are best taken care of by changes that are coordinated across all of northern Manitoba. Our experience is that's not the case. Not only is the geography of Island Lake different, development of a northern Manitoba approach does not adequately respect the distinct identity, language, history, culture of the Insinuate people of Island Lake. We are not part Cree. We are not part Ojibwe. We are Insinuate, a distinct and sovereign nation with rights that deserve to be respected. Today, we signal as for communities that a process is underway for our four communities to withdraw from MKO and to develop our nation-to-nation relationship with the Crown. Additionally, we will look to AMC in the near future for discussions regarding support and facilitation of this new relationship. The Insinuate First Nations of Island Lake take this action in unity and in the sole interest of the health and benefit of the Insinuate who we serve. So pandobagit naman paano. Uwega naman. I'm getting on their band council resolution signed by quorum. And there's a letter here to MKO Grand Chief advising her of this decision. I'm going to ask one of my community reps to read out one of the resolutions for you.
Good work. Raymond Fenton Dinkat. I represent Wasagamack First Nation as a head councillor. Our chief is unable to make it to this gathering. So he asked me to read the resolutions. Resolution dated March 9, 2018, withdrawal from Manitoba Kiwit no Wasagamack Inc. Whereas Island Lake First Nation, comprising of St. Spot First Nation, Red Sucker Lake First Nation, St. Teresa Point First Nation, and Wasagamack First Nation, our sovereign nations, and our distinctive culture, language, and identity. And whereas Island Lake First Nations are situated within the Island Lake Traditional Territory, and whereas Island Lake First Nations maintain inherent rights and ownership over the ancestral lands of Island Lake people, and whereas Island Lake Band, now the Island Lake First Nations, signed Island Lake Treaty 5 adhesion with the Crown on August 13, 1909. Whereas by entering into this treaty, the Crown recognized and acknowledged the Island Lake peoples as a nation. And whereas the spirit and intent of this treaty affirms the Island Lake peoples' right to governance, which was never relinquished by the signing of Island Lake Treaty 5 adhesion. And whereas the Island Lake First Nations have the capacity to move forward in their relationship on a nation-to-nation basis with the Crown as represented by federal and provincial governments. And whereas the St. Teresa Point First Nation is a member of the Manitoba Kiwetinu Wasagamack Incorporated, and whereas St. Teresa First Nation had a duly convened Chief and Council meeting to consider its continuing membership with Manitoba Kiwetinu Wasagamack Inc. has made a decision to withdraw from the Manitoba Kiwetinu Wasagamack Inc. Therefore, be it resolved, St. Teresa Point First Nation affirms and asserts its rights in ownership of all demographic, geographic statistics, i.e. population, data, and or other means of determining allocations, which is for the exclusive use and benefit of the Island Lake peoples. And therefore, be it further resolved that St. Teresa Point First Nation affirms and asserts that any agreements and arrangements affecting Island Lake peoples must be made directly with the Island Lake First Nations. And therefore, be it finally resolved that St. Teresa Point First Nation hereby withdraws its membership from Manitoba Kiwetinu Wasagamack Inc. pursuant to Article 803 of the Manitoba Kiwetinu Wasagamack Inc. Constitution effective immediately. This Council Resolution of St. Teresa First Nation has passed and ratified this 29th March 28. Signed by a quorum of our Chief Council. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Sam, Chief of Red Sucker Lake First Nation, and you know, we're affiliated with Island Lake communities. We're a little over 700 kilometers northeast from here. Wasagamack, McDougall, Windamagwe, our statement that we're leaving MKO as of today. You know, I was just thinking about, us young people. We say that, youth is our future. And I believe, this is, a positive step for us moving forward, moving into the future. Meaning that, we have the capacity, to self-govern our people in our area. down south. We're in probably Red Suck Lake's probably the most, high cost of living there is in Manitoba. When you look at it, the stores that who in our supplies, from Thompson, where we normally get our freight coming in from our supplies. Where Red Suck is located is, further from other communities around Thompson. I believe that, it's things like that, we as First Nation that thought of, I've always believed that, we as young people can conquer our goals in life. And I believe that this is a positive thing for us. And I'm supportive of this move. Without weed stockade, I have a lot of graduates in our community that are not doing anything. They're not furthering their education because of lack of resources, I would say. I want to thank you and give somebody to take it down. Thank you all for taking the time to listen to us make our statement here. Thank you. God bless you.
Just for your information, these other 4 members are councillors from Red Sucker and St. Therese. Garden Hill couldn't join us today. They've got bereavement matters to attend to, and I understand there's also an inaugural ceremony happening there. So just in case you're asking why Garden Hill isn't here, that's for your information. But for the record, for the Assembly, I'd like to leave these resolutions of Chief Meaches. I see Grand Chief Dumas at the corner there. And I'd like these comments, the statement, along with the respective resolutions submitted into today's discussions and minutes. Thank you very much for your time.